Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your tarot reading, general tarot reading for the week ahead. It's aimed at the first week of March, but if you find it at another date, that doesn't matter. Time's pretty fluid. You find things when you're supposed to. All the normal housekeeping stuff is down below, so let's get down to your reading. Let's see what we've got for Sagittarius. What have we got? Queen of Cups. So if this is you or someone around you that is emotionally balanced, done a lot of work on their emotions, they're quite happy to sit in their emotions. I think they've had past trauma, but they've done a lot of healing on that. This is possibly a water sign, as in I'm really getting Cancer, Scorpio energies more than Pisces. But yeah, no, they're kind of emotionally nurturing, intuitive, creative, very much Cancer energy. You have the Queen of Wands coming in, so this could possibly be you actually, although it's Leo, but then there's the Fish of Pisces up there, so I don't know if you've got Pisces in your chart. But yeah, this is very much confident, sexy. She's literally sat there stroking her pussy cat. What else have we got? Yeah, just confident. They know who they are. They're strong. They're empowered. They know what they want and they're not afraid to go and ask for it. They will get it. Very, very... If this is one person, oh, beautiful. This is two people. This is... one's a bit more homely and emotionally supportive, and the other one's out there making waves and making things happen. So very, very opposite people. They want to go off in... Do you know what I mean? Just look at the two. One's in the daytime, one's in the nighttime. One's very similar though. Like there are synchronicities between the two of them. They're very evenly matched. But yeah, one's very dark time, water, and one's sunshine and fire. I really like it's like two opposites. I'm not necessarily getting romantic, but definitely a connection between the two of them. Yeah, somebody's feeling very vulnerable at the moment, or at least a little bit defensive. Been struggling with something. Somebody's been battling something. Defending themselves from all angles. But I'm really getting that they're actually winning the fight, though. Whoever it is, yeah, new beginning. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Right, okay. Sorry, there was too many things coming at once. Yeah, no, they've done they're doing work. They've been doing work, a lot of work. I don't know if this is you or them. If this is the two of you as soulmates that mirror each other quite a lot, even though you're kind of opposites, there's some sort of connection between you. Anyway, whatever you've been battling, they've been battling similar. And yeah, there's a new opportunity opening up for you or them or both of you, that is emotionally and physically sustaining. I'm really getting this as you, possibly with this person. But yeah, you've struggled, right, Sag? You've been struggling. You feel like everything's like battle, 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 battle. It's almost like you just keep wishing that something new could come in and new beginnings, or you just need some happiness and joy, right? You just want to feel a little bit content and fulfilled, whether that's... I think you're battling financially, and I don't mean that like, well, you might be struggling with money. I don't mean it like that. I mean like, maybe you're not in the career that you're not fulfilled in your career, and you're not emotionally fulfilled in a relationship or whatever. And you're just looking, because one's not great and the other one's not great. It's like they're kind of feeling this fighting. It kind of feels overwhelming. And because you've been doing so much work on yourself, you're kind of like, well, I keep doing it. I keep trying. I keep fighting. Why is nothing happening yet? It is right there, right around the corner. Why do you keep wishing for something committed to come in, commitment to come in? There's somebody you're committed to, or you think you're committed to. Maybe you keep wishing for a soulmate to come in, but this is just potential right now that's here. I don't mean that like to sort of to squash you, like while you're feeling like in this defensive, vulnerable state, but this is potential. It's not become anything yet. It's an idea. It's a possibility. I'll see if I can get a bit more about it. But it really does feel like potential, like it's not in your life right now. And if you're looking for love in particular, you really need to build it up slowly, like have good foundations with the person, and take them as they really are. You can't go into it. I'm getting new beginning. It was spring, so March. We're coming into March. So yeah, maybe this month going into April, there could be potential for something coming in. See what else we got. Page of Swords. You're stalking someone, or you keep stalking someone's social media. You keep looking and watching someone from afar. There's like a rock between you and them. Or maybe this just feels like you're so blocked, like you can't seem to make anything kind of happen for yourself, and you keep seeing everybody else being successful. And you've got the Ace of Wands again. Another ace. Do you know what I mean? Potential. The potential's there, right? But you can't quite make it land. Every idea you have doesn't seem to take off. Every plan you have, every idea, you don't go with the ideas that you have because you just think, do you know what? I hate to say this, you've got 3 aces. 3 aces. Like emotions, creativity, tangible, like material, physical, tangible gains and happiness, wealth, comfort. And then you've got the Ace of Wands, which is like feeling inspired, following your instincts, traveling, sex, joy. Do you know what I mean? If you're looking for a relationship, that's everything you need. You've got the Page of Swords, which is potential for communication. You've considered messaging this person. Why haven't you messaged this person? You see this potential. I'm really getting spring is really important. Like, this is when this is supposed to happen. Like, we're coming into spring, right? Cherry blossoms are important. Like, when they're on the trees, that's the time. Daffodils sprouting. You know, when everything starts to bud, like seeds start to be like sprouting, planted. You see this potential. Whether this is you and them, these two, this King of the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I don't know if this is you and them or just you being in this place where you're a bit more confident, but you kind of bit battle weary. Like, I keep trying. What you're battling is yourself, I think, because you're not messaging them. The Page of Swords is messaging, literally messaging, social messaging. I don't know. Or just daydreams. You just dream. You just want it. Do you know what I mean? It's up in the clouds. You just see it as potential, like there's potential in it, but you're not doing anything. 8 of Cups. Maybe you walked away from this person. Or maybe they walked, I don't know, somebody walked away from something. Oh my God, there's a Cancer, a crab on this thing. And I said Cancer is a Queen of Cups. Is this again where you haven't messaged a Cancer? I really hope not. I really hope this is you not. I really hope this isn't you going, I love that Cancer. Why am I not? I walked away from them. Why am I not messaging them back? Why am I not getting back to them? Because it's almost like you've just set yourself in an island. There's all these mountains everywhere. It's really hard to go back, right? You finally come, you're struggling to get over the mountain. Struggling to get over them. Getting over them's a mountain. It's a mountain to climb. Do you want them or do you want the fantasy that they are? Because if you've broken up and you walked away and there's now this massive mountain between you, you don't really know each other anymore. Oh, but you do see them as your... Oh my God, right, okay. King of Wands. It's very Leo energy. They could be a June, July baby. A June, July person. But again, you see them as your equal, right? If you're the Queen of Wands, they're the King of Wands. King and a Queen match. Although they're your opposite, they are your equal. You see them as your equal. That's really sweet. Sorry, I'm going to have a sip of tea because this is spilling the tea, right? Oh, lovely. Yeah, spring's important. Spring's important because I think they could be moving to somewhere with mountains. They could be moving, or they're at least looking and researching into moving somewhere. they found renewed vigour. Do you know what I mean? They found new, like, do you know what? I've done all this work on myself and I've got to this good place. Don't get me wrong, I've still got things I've got to battle, I've still got things to do, but I'm in a really good place and I can now see hope, like, that something could happen. Like, I could go somewhere or do something, or it involves mountains. They could be moving across an ocean. That's why you felt the soul pull, right? Because something big's about to happen for them. And you know that you're stalking. You're not talking to each other, or you're not friends, like, on social media, and you felt the soul pull. You know there's something new coming in for them, or something big's happening for them, and you felt the soul pull. That's why you're stalking them. That's why you're looking at their social media. You're tied. You're tied. You're soulmates, as in, like, your souls are tied together. Whether you're twin flames, I don't know, because I don't think you subscribe to that either, really, Sag. Like, but you are forever connected, aren't you? You know when they're not okay, they know when you're not okay, or something. And it's not even when it's something bad, when anything happens, good or bad, you kind of, maybe you are, there's the yin and the yang, do you know what I mean? Two, if not twin flames, then you're opposites that are soul tied. And trust me, I really don't like using the term twin flames. So for me to say that is like reluctantly saying those words. Is not definite soulmates though. Definite soulmates. Like, you are both put here together for a reason, to learn a lesson. A hard lesson. Sag, why are you not learning? It's almost getting too late. It's like almost too late for you to message them, because they are literally potentially moving across the world. Like, they're just like, do you know what, screw it, I've done all this work, I'm in a really good place, where do I want to go, what do I want to be? And you can feel it. You can feel that they're doing something, they're planning something big, or at least considering something big, and you're like, it's crickets over here, why am I not finding anything? Because you're not down on the ground, you're up in the clouds. You don't have, it's virtual, it's internet, it's across the airwaves, do you know what I mean? You're not getting it directly from source. You're trying to do some social media stalking to find out what this massive thing is. You can feel it in your solar plexus. It's pulling you, right? That looks like I'm doing something else. I love that. You can feel it pulling though. You can feel it. You can feel the soul wank. You can feel the pull. You can feel it. You know something's up, because you two are tied. Psychically tied, like, infinitely. Oh my god, they've transformed. That's what I mean. You don't know them anymore. Like, you knew it was in them, but they've done the work, and but then they haven't seen your transformation either, Sag. So they're not aware of what's going on with you, what battles you've been through, because again, crickets, right? You're not connected. You're not talking. You want to talk to each other, but oh god, it's like some sort of tragic film. It's like, oh my god, oh, I want to talk to you. I want to take a boombox and hold it above my head outside your window, but I don't talk to you anymore. That would just be weird. Yeah, I'm really getting that they're moving, like, somewhere. I don't know if they've been promoted. It's like they're finally feeling successful in some field. They've done some work. They've learnt lessons. They finally learnt lessons, and they're like, right, what do I want to do now? Pasture's new. What do I want for myself? If I have all this place, I'm in this really good place. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? I don't know if this is you or them. Like, I'm in a really good place. Where do I go? Oh, you might be. Do you know what? If you are mirroring each other, you're both in this really good place. Like, wow, I'm in this really good place. I kind of feel good in my skin. I feel emotionally balanced. I've healed some trauma. I've healed some old crap. I've been doing the work. I've successfully got to a place where I can consider things like moving abroad, or going travelling, or do you know what I mean? Things that would never have been considered before. So for them, it might be like, let's go travelling around the world, and you're like, I'm really ready to settle down with you now. Whereas I think when the last time you saw each other, it was like the other way around, that you wanted to go off and do something, and they wanted to settle down because that's what they needed at that moment. And it's kind of like you've done the opposite to each other, and they kind of want to go travelling, but and see the world. Literally, like, I'm getting off this island, I'm going off to see the mountains in I don't know, I'm going off to see the Rockies, I'm off to see the Andes, I'm off to wherever. There's a journey to be had, and I want a world to see, and I want to go and see it now. I'm in a really good place. I'm ready to go and do that. Do you know what I mean? And they're kind of recognising how much work they've done. They love themselves now. They're confident. They know who they are, and they're like, do you know what? Let's go do it, metaphorically or otherwise. I'm off to see the world, you know? And you've done your lesson. And there's something big happening with them, and it's pulling you because it's like, oh, what are you doing? You don't know what it is, though. You don't know what it is, and you're not going to until you talk to them. You know something's up. You're psychically tied. You know something's up. You know something big's happening. You can feel it. They're not putting anything. It's crickets on their social media. You have to ask them directly. Maybe you're even considering going round them, not going direct, and asking someone in betweeny, like, what's going on with them? Are they okay? I'm getting it's a positive thing for them, though, not a bad thing. I think you've always got you're so used because they were always broken. Yeah. Because they were always broken. Well, not always broken. That's a really harsh thing to say about them. They had things to work through, trauma to work through, and they were in a really negative place, and they've had to do a lot of work on themselves, and negative on themselves as much as anybody else being negative on them. But that come from people around them. The negativity was created by people around them. It wasn't them necessarily, although they believed it was. It wasn't them. And you knew it wasn't them. That's why you told them. You told them, you're better than this. Maybe that's why you walked away, because you felt they had to learn that lesson, because they weren't hearing you, they weren't seeing you, and you can't talk through a blank wall. You could say something until the cows come home. Unless they want to see it, they're not seeing it. It was that sort of situation. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were just so shut down. But they've learnt that lesson. And yeah, now you feel it, right? Because you're so used to it being bad, you've instantly gone, well, what's happened? Because before, I think that's what happened. You'd get the soul pull and you'd be like, well, what's happened? And so you'd phone them. You can't phone them now, right? Because you're not talking. So yeah, you're trying to find out, like, well, what's going on? I need to know what's happening. I know there's something going on. There's a secret to be found. What is it? I can feel it psychically. There's something happening with them. But it's judgment time. Do you know what I mean? It's like now or never. Do you take? You know, they're off sailing. Do you try and chase them and, you know, and hope, or what do you do? What do you do? What are you going to do now? I can't tell you what to do, Sag, because I keep telling you this, but it is literally like judgment time. They're about to do something massive, a positive thing that's massive. I don't know if they're like literally moving abroad or start a massive relationship that is kind of going to be like they're getting married or engaged or having a baby or moving in with someone or about to meet someone that's about to take up a lot of their time. And it's kind of like, yeah, you're in this energy. Blocked, no communication, sat there wishing on stars. Stop wishing on stars. Do you know what? The fact the stars come through is like, you keep wishing on them, but what are you doing to move towards them? It's crickets. You don't talk to each other. If this person is like that important to you, why haven't you contacted them? Why haven't you contacted them? I've done this read for like the last, year? That somebody's like, and it tends to be a water sign they're in love with, but Cancer comes through so strong that there is a Sag that is in love with a Cancer, and they don't message, they don't call, they don't contact them. And do you know what? It's coming to crunch time. Something massive is coming up, either for you or for them. And they've done so much work. They are not the person you left behind. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, they are not the person you left behind. They've done the work. They've learnt the lessons. That's why you left. You did the right thing. They know you did the right thing as well. So if you think you're going to message them and they are going to be so cross at you, they're not. They're not cross at you. They'll probably thank you because they know you did what you did because you had to, not because, like, you did what was... There you go. Oh my God. Wow, together. That's just... Right, okay. Right, you've got Temperance, which is Sagittarius, and you've got Chariot, which is Cancer. You had to walk away because it wasn't right. Do you know what I mean? You had to turn around and go. There was no other option for you. You had to turn and go. The compromise was, I can't help you, and me staying in this situation isn't helping you. I think you had to walk away because they had to know that you weren't an option for them to do the work that they need to do. They had to do healing. You were cruel to be kind, right? You left in order to cruel to be kind. And I think you left intending to fully come straight back again. Do you know what I mean? Once they'd done the work, you'd come straight back in. This is, look at all these polished up little cups. And there's two that are the same, but they're the same, but one's being handed elsewhere. And I'm really getting that cup is there. Do you know what I mean? Like, not quite full bloomed. You thought it had more to go. There was more legs to it. There was further ground for the two of you to go. But someone else picked them up, right? Someone else took their cup. You were both at this stage where, like, there was so much potential, and then you went, nope, and they went, handed their cup to someone else. And never got to bloom fully. It's now or never, really, Sag. Do you know what I mean? If this massive thing's coming in for them, it hasn't happened yet. But I'm really getting end of March, beginning of April time that it's coming in. And it's a big one. It's a big change for them, Sag. So if you are, and I really hope this is the last time, because that judgment card is there. Do you know what I mean? That judgment card is there. Are you going to learn your lesson? It's now or never. Are you waking up yet? It's time to message and contact them. Don't go in there all like, oh my God, you want to go in there and propose, right? You want to commit to them straight away. Can I just say, don't do that. Don't go in wanting to propose and everything. You don't know each other anymore. And I don't mean that horrible. I mean, like, you do know each other. You know each other on the soul level, and you have all that history together, and that's beautiful. But you're not the same people you were then. You have to get to know each other again. Don't do anything rash. But by all means, contact, but don't do anything rash. And don't do it in a sneaky beaky way. Yeah. 401, celebrating. Ugh. That word just come in my head again. I hate saying twin flames. I hate it. But equally, do you know what I mean? Like, this can be to do with a move. Like, if they are moving, it's like the Four of Wands is like they're in a really stable place, and you kind of go, yes, look at all this work I've done. Right, where do I want to go to now? And it is very much that energy, that safe space to, like, go, this is where we are. Maybe they've got kids, I don't know. Or do you know what I mean? Maybe they're with someone, I don't know. I'm not condoning going in and breaking up a marriage. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they're about to do something massive that you two together can never come back from. Like, they're in a safe space. They've done all this work. They're like, look what we've done. What's now possible for me? And they're looking around and assessing the scenery, and all they've got is, no, I don't mean that horrible, like that's all they've got. They're in a really good place, do you know what I mean? But, and they have stability and everything, and they're looking around and they're like, this is what I've got, where are we going together? They don't know that you're an option. You're not in this picture because you're not in their life. So until you kind of come in, I don't know, I'm not going to say that you're, oh, you got the sun. You got the sun. I was about to say, you don't know if you come in whether you're going to be successful, but the sun is like freedom from burdens, and what was the moon with all like not knowing and everything, you're now aware of. It's the next, it's dealing with the shadows and the fears, and I think fear holds you back so much, Sag. They're not going to hate you. They just, if you come back in and message them, they're just going to go, how are you? I've missed you so much. What the hell have you been up to? Yeah, I've done this. I really hope it's more interesting than my backstory, because that's just, oh. But I have to celebrate my story because I've come a long way too. We all have. We all evolve as people. We all do. But the sun is a really good place to end, because that's the best card in the deck. That's happiness and freedom and knowing and clarity and joy and celebration. And even if you don't get back together, do you know what? At least you're in their life. It's like you feel like you have to have them in your life one way or another. And just being back together in contact with each other, connected to each other. That just brings so much clarity and joy. And if you love each other unconditionally, oh my God, the joy that they're happy and something amazing is happening for them. Oh, joy. Although I get that you really do love them rather than, yeah, you are Stardust. I don't know why that came out. Maybe because the two of you are made of the same stuff. You are Stardust. You are soulmates. You're skulking in shadows. Like, I've really got, I don't know if you can see in the background, there's a person with a hat, like a silhouette. And there's mountains there again. But yeah, there's moors, mountains, I don't know. But that just kind of feels like someone, like a private, what do they call it? Private investigator energy. Or Michael Jackson, Shamal. Let's see. 2009? Is that like the time? Here's when he left, wasn't it? Anyway, mindful creation. Which is to do with that star. You're trying to wish something in. You're trying to wish something in, but you need to do it. Childlike play. Yeah, you two just play, right? Just, you get together and everything is giggles. Everything is just hilarious. Like, you're really easy in each other's company. That's why everything felt so easy. That's why you, when it got really hard, it was like, wow, this is not how it's supposed to be. This is not how we are. And you've just been wishing them back into your life. Mindful creation. Be mindful of how you manifest things, what you're wishing for. Be very precise with what you're wishing for. If you wish them back into your life, I mean, you can't change free will, okay? I'm not going to say that you go into their life and they're going to pick you and it's going to be happy ever after and rainbows and sunshines and joy and the best sex you've ever had. I'm not going to say that because they have free will in this situation. You can only go in with honesty and say, I miss you. And reconnect. That's all you can do, and then take it from there. But if you love them like unconditionally, I think it's just the fact you want them in your life as much as you care about them, you love them. It doesn't have to be romantic between the two of you because you're soulmates. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can just be friends and playful, and you just kind of miss their energy in your life, and that's okay to just want that when you reconnect. But I think you want more. I think you want more. You think this is your person. But you won't know whether they're your person or not until you reconnect. And I think maybe you'll reconnect and you'll go, do you know what? They're not my person. That's my romantic partner in life. But they are a soulmate and they mean the world to me. And I just love being in their life again. So you don't know until you get into that situation. I think it might surprise you that that happens. But yeah. Anyway, I hope that's been of some use to you, Sag. I'll be back again next week with the weekly readings. If you want to be notified of when that happens, feel free to subscribe with the little dingly alarm bell down there. If you want a personal read, I am booking those. They are also information. Everything, decks, everything is all just down there. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you again soon, Sag. Bye for now.